Hi friends, welcome to one of the most important lecture series for UPSC Prelims Examination 2026 where I am going to give you the secret of cracking UPSC Prelims Examination. But before that, let me share with you a truth about UPSC Prelims Examination. UPSC Prelims Examination is not about knowing everything. It is about using your limited knowledge in a strategic manner, in a smart manner, using elimination techniques and recent PYQ analysis. Guys, in today's lecture, I'm going to show you how you can use my elimination technique to solve recent assertion reason question which have been introduced in the last 3 years. Guys, every year UPSC is increasing the difficulty level of the UPSC prelims examination by including more assertion reason questions. And most of the UPSC aspirant they're struggling here. If you watch this video till the end, you will master these questions. It is a promise for my side. Guys, for people who do not know about me, my name is Santosh Pandey. I cracked the prelims examination 6 out of 6 times, mains examination 4 out of 6 times, and I also cracked my state civil services examination. I was allotted state administrative service. These are some of my scorecards of UPSC prelims examination. You can see my scores, very high scores, more than 30 to 40 marks more than the cutoff. Very few people in India they have such kind of scores in the prelims examination. And I was able to do this because of my elimination techniques. I understood how UPSC question setters are framing the questions. I understood the mindset of the question setters. And today I'm going to teach you that mindset. Once you develop this mindset, guys, let me tell you, no force on earth can stop you from qualifying the prelims examination. Let us start. So guys, what I have done is that I have taken last 3 years UPSC questions, particularly this assertion reason question, and I'm going to prove to you most questions can be solved using my techniques without any knowledge. Let us start. So guys, you can see this is a 2025 question, which is a latest year question. Consider the following statement. Statement 1 says in India, income tax from allied agricultural activities like poultry farming and wool rearing in rural areas is exempted from any tax. Statement 2 says in India, rural agriculture land is not considered a capital asset under provisions of Income Tax Act 1961. So guys, you see here, whenever in such type of questions, if any one sentence you are able to prove that it is incorrect, automatically you will get the answer is it is C or D. So first thing what you have to look is out of these two statements, are any statement which is incorrect? Is there any statement which is incorrect? So for incorrect statement, what we have to do? We have to look for some patterns. For example, if there is some extreme word that will make that statement incorrect. So here you can see in statement 1 there is word any. Any is an extreme word. Whenever in UPSC prelims examination extreme words will be used, 99% chances are that statement is incorrect. Okay, extreme words, I'll give you a list of all extreme words in the next video if you want me to give you all extreme words. So any is an extreme word. So here you can eliminate statement 1. Once you eliminate statement 1, you automatically get answer, which is option D. So what you have to look? You have to look for out of these two statements, any of the statements are incorrect. Once you know incorrect, you will automatically get the answer. So look for first incorrect statement. And for incorrect statement, look for extreme statements. Extreme statements are generally incorrect. Okay, here any tax is an extreme statement. You can remove that. Again, you can see this is 2024 question. India does not import apples from United States of America. Statement 2 says in India, law prohibits the import of genetically modified food without approval of competent authority. Same here. We have to look for extreme worded sentence. Statement 1 is an extreme word. It says India does not import any apples from United States of America. Very extreme word. Delete that. Again, you get option D. Now you see, just just observe these two questions for a while. Don't you think that this 2024 question and this 2025 question are similar question? Similar question, I do not mean the content, the knowledge part. Knowledge part obviously different. This is about exports and this is about taxation. But what I'm saying is the manner, the mindset which is used to frame these two questions is the same. What they are going to do is that they are basically making one statement as an extreme statement, and they're framing the question. Once you understand this, you easily get the answer. Both of the answer is option D, because one of the statement, which is statement 1 here and statement 1 here, are extreme statements. Extreme statements are generally incorrect in UPSC. Again, I'm saying, guys, if you want me to give you all extreme words, all such words in the next video, do consider giving a like to this video and share this video with your friends. Okay, let us now move to the next question. Again, let us see this question. Again, same logic, 2023, 2024 question, same logic. Let us read the question, guys. Statement 1 says, India, despite having uranium deposits, depends on coal for most of the electricity production. Statement 2 says uranium enriched to the extent of at least 60% is required for production of electricity. Guys, again, in UPSC examination, in prelims examination, whenever a statement has fact, okay, single fact, generally those statements are incorrect. Here it is not 60%. Okay, here it is not 60%. Okay, it is quite less than that. So uranium enriched to the extent of at least 60%, no, it is less than that, quite less than that. So this is an incorrect statement. Statement 2 is incorrect. You can see statement 2 is incorrect. So we can easily get answer is option C, because once we are able to, okay, remove one statement, we automatically get the answer. What I'm told you, in such questions, first look for incorrect statement. If any of the incorrect statement, the answer will be either C or D. In this case, statement 2 is incorrect. Answer is C. In that case, statement 1 was incorrect. The answer was option D. Okay, very simple, guys. Now again, you see this question. You see this question. Okay, let us see this question. The European Parliament approved Net Zero Industry Act recently. Statement 2 says the European Union intends to achieve carbon neutrality by 2040 and therefore aims to develop all its clean technology by that time. You can see this statement itself has two kind of things which can help you eliminate it. First of all, it has a fact. I have told whenever facts are used, generally they are incorrect. Second, you can see here all of its own clean technology. All again is what? Extreme word. Whenever extreme words are used, what I have told you, whenever extreme words are used like any, all, okay, generally those statements are incorrect. Okay, again I'm saying, guys, if you want me to give you list of all such words, please do consider giving a like to this video. If I get sufficient response to this video, I will continue this series. I will each and every trick, each and every word which is used by this question setters, I will expose all these kinds of words so that you are able to solve most of the questions effortlessly. Again, you can see here statement 2 is incorrect. So we get the answer which is option C. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. Here, guys, one more thing I would like to tell you. Generally, one observation, I'm just sharing my observation here. See, we are not only doing tricks here, we are seeing the pattern how question setters are framing questions. Okay, here you see whenever they will use the word recently, it has been done recently. Okay, in the last few years, what I have observed, generally those statements are correct. Okay, generally, because guys, they also know that everyone is reading newspaper, everyone is reading current affairs magazines. So generally, recently type of statements they are doing correct, and then they are adding some facts in the second statement. Those statements are incorrect. Okay, so this is one thing you should keep in mind. Whenever this recently is used, generally it is correct, but it may got wrong also. But most of the cases you can see, you can analyze the PYQs, you will see generally these statements are correct in the recent years. Okay, next. You can see this question, guys. Question 2023 question. Consider the following statement. Marsupials are not naturally found in India. Statement 2 says marsupials can thrive only in montane grasslands with no predators. Only. Only is also a extreme worded statement. So we can eliminate statement 2. Once we eliminate statement 2, we get the answer option C. Very simple, guys. Very simple. In such questions, what you have to do? Simple. You have to look any of the two statement. Is it incorrect? Once it is incorrect, you will get the answer. Guys, here I would like to tell you this is my Telegram channel. You can join my Telegram channel Every day I'm giving some questions which are important for the UPSC prelims exam. I'm sharing a lot of things in the Telegram channel. Please do join my Telegram channel. And this is my personal number. Okay, you can telegram me on this number if you need my help for the UPSC prelims examination. Let us now proceed to the next question. Again, very interesting thing I'm going to share. Very few people in the country they know this and these tricks which I'm going to share with you now. Let us see this. Consider the following statements. 2023 question. Statement 1 says interest income from the deposits in the infrastructure investment trusts, which are called InvITs, distributed to their investors is exempted from tax, but the dividend is taxable. It says that the income which is coming from the InvITs, that is exempted from tax, but the dividend what you are getting is taxable. Statement 2 says InvITs are recognized as borrowers under securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of Securities Act 2002. You can see guys, whenever in UPSC examination a statement they will make like but, whenever but will be used, 99.99999% that statement is incorrect. Complex statements are always incorrect. But this here you can see there are two parts, A and B. A is exempted, B is taxable. A and B. But sometimes and also they will use but and. Okay, they will add two statements, two information they will add. In such questions, generally, these statements are incorrect. Again, once you get incorrect, you get the answer very easily, which is again, you can see here, first statement 1 is incorrect. So here is statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. So option D. Okay, again, let us see this. Syndicate lending spreads the risk of borrowers default across multiple lenders. 2024 question. Statement 2 says the syndicated loan can be fixed amount lump sum of funds but cannot be credit lines. But cannot. You can see but and but. Both you see, both questions, I would say like I think same person is framing these two questions. What do you think? Just read these two questions and do you agree that same person is framing these two questions? Same logic he is applying or not? In the comment box, let me know how many of you think the person who is setting this question and setting this question is the same person. He's applying the same logic, sir. You can see. Once you get one statement incorrect, you will easily get statement 2 is incorrect. Here in the answer will be option C. I hope you are enjoying the session. If you're liking the session, guys, do consider giving a like and share this video with all your friends and do subscribe to this YouTube channel. Many of you are watching but not subscribing this because the more you subscribe, the more it encourages me to make more such videos. And guys, I have told you, I will continue this series if I get good response to this video, guys. Let us know, go to the next video. Okay, next topic. You can see this, guys, a very important international relation question. Guys, nowadays UPSC is framing international relation questions, and there what they are doing, they are giving two statements. Okay, let us read these statements, and I'm going to solve this question using elimination technique. No knowledge. Israel has established diplomatic relations with some of the Arab states. Guys, in UPSC prelims examination, whenever some will be used, 99.99% that statement will be correct. Some, whenever some will be used, 99% is correct. So once we get this correct, now you see the Arab Peace Initiative mediated by Saudi Arabia was signed by Israel and Arab League. Okay. So guys, if you see generally, okay, generally whenever a membership is given of a kind of membership, okay, like this initiative between these two countries, generally those statements are incorrect because these are factual statement. It is easy to make it wrong. Okay, factual statements. Okay. So in this case, you can see statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. So we get option C. Okay, let us now move on to the next question. Okay, guys, one thing I would like to tell you before we move on to the next question, guys, I have made this 120 days revision plan for UPSC prelims 2026. You can use this revision plan and you can plan your entire 120 days. Okay, because guys, last 4 months are very crucial for the prelims examination. In this plan, guys, you can see I'll be giving you the Optima notes, which is the compilations for the entire year. Also, I'll be giving you important questions for each and every subject, and I'll be giving you important topics daily. I have a private channel. In that private channel, I give you most important topics of this exam. Okay, for this year. For example, like in polity, you know that there are more than 70 chapters in the Lakshmikant book, but all these 70 chapters are not important. So what I will do is that I will pick those chapters which have high probability to come in the prelims examination, because I have been reading the current affairs continuously, and I analyze the PYQs. Using this PYQ analysis and current affair linkage, I predict important topics every year, and I'm going to give you that. Okay, this is basically you will get most important questions to practice in my prelims test series. Okay, you can contact me through Telegram ID. These numbers you can Telegram here. Next, let us move on. Guys, one thing I would like to tell you, last year, you can see this is my website. You can see last year, many questions came from my predicted question list. You can go and you can see this blog, which is given in this website. Okay, so you can just check out this also. Let us now go to the next question. Now let us see 2023 question. Consider the following statements. You can see here, statement one says what? Switzerland is one of the leading exporters of the gold in terms of value. Okay. So if you see here, the word says is one of the leading. It is not saying it is the leading or it is the highest. No, one of the leading. Generally, such are what? Kind of possibility type of thing. Generally, these are correct. But statement 2 says Switzerland has the second largest. Whenever largest will come, largest. Okay, generally those statements will be incorrect. Generally, okay, largest. Okay, so one of the leading, and also one thing one thing you should keep in mind. See, both are talking about gold. Okay, one is about gold exports, other is about gold reserve. So generally both statement will not be true together. Okay, that is also a logic which I'll be teaching you in the next video. But just you can keep in mind, whenever two statements are like similar kind of statement, one is saying gold reserve, other is saying gold exports. So either one of them will be only true, and here you can see this statement is worded less extreme than this statement. This statement is very extreme. Guys, Switzerland is a small country. It will not have the largest gold reserve. That is also common sense. But if suppose you do not have the common sense, also just blindly you can see extreme sentences, I'll eliminate. Largest, second largest, such things are extreme. We will eliminate that. We once eliminate that, one is correct, statement two is incorrect. Let us see another question, guys. Consider the following statements. Recently, United States of America and European Union have launched the Trade and Technology Council. Okay. Statement 2 says USA and EU claim that though through this they are trying to bring technological progress and physical productivity under their control. Guys, under their control. Do you think that two countries or two groups, okay, they will bring physical productivity under their control? Don't you think this is a kind of a very extreme statement? Okay, that America and European Union, they are building technology under their control, productivity under their control. This is a kind of exaggerated statement, extreme statement. We can easily eliminate that. Statement 2 is incorrect. We get the option C. Okay, so look for extreme worded statement. Read each and every word carefully, guys. Once you start reading each and every word carefully, let me tell you, no one can stop you, guys. No one can stop you. Answer is there in the question itself. Let me tell you, answer is there in the question itself. Now, how you look at the question, that will determine you will clear the prelims or not. Most of the students, what they do superficial reading. They don't read between the lines. Start learning that skill of reading between the lines. Okay. Let us see another question, guys. Now see, consider the following statement. India accounts for 3.2% of the gold global export of goods. What I have taught you? Facts. Whenever facts will be given, they will be incorrect. So statement 1 is incorrect, statement 1 is incorrect, option D. No need to read also statement 2. Whenever facts will be given. For example, chalo, I am guessing one question. This year, you know guys, nuclear energy is in news. Nuclear energy, Shanti bill has been introduced. So they can frame what? They'll say nuclear share in electricity generation in India is this percentage. Some percentage they'll say. I think it is 3% right now. Nuclear share in the total electricity generation is around 3%, but they'll give you some 10%, 15%, they'll give you like that, and they will trap you. Okay. So facts are generally incorrect. Next, let us see this question. So these two questions were 2023 question, and you see both the questions will look similar, but the manner in which they have been framed, one is like the answer is different for both of them. Let us first see this question, guys. Consider the following statement with respect to Constitution Day. The Constitution Day is celebrated on 26th of November every year to promote constitutional values among citizens. Statement 2 says on 26th of November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India set up a drafting committee under chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to prepare a draft Constitution of India. Guys, again I have said what? Two similar kind of statements. Okay, 26th of November, 26th of November they are writing. Generally, in that case, only one statement will be correct. So here, obviously, statement 1 will be only correct because statement 2 is explanation of statement 1. You know, guys, on 26th November 1949, the constitution was adopted. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so you can see here this statement is incorrect. But in this case, you see here 7th of August is declared as the National Handloom Day, and statement 2 does not say 7th of August. It says it was in 905. It was in 905, 1905. Swadeshi movement launched the same day. Okay, now you see what is the difference between these two questions. Here they are not using again the 7th August. Thus they are saying it was launched on the same day. If are you getting this? Here they are using this word again. You see, both the questions are similar questions. I'm giving you how they are framing the questions, how they are thinking, why one statement they have picked as correct here and another statement here picked incorrect. You see, it is the manner in which they are framing the question. Whenever they will repeat 26 November, 26 November two times, always once will be incorrect. Here they have not used the word 7th August again. So this statement is correct. Here answer is option A. Okay. Next question, guys. Okay, so again you see guys, another trick is what? Whenever both statement has facts, what I have told you, that facts will be incorrect. Facts will be incorrect, I have told you. But suppose both statements are having fact. Obviously, both statement cannot be incorrect. Both statements cannot be incorrect. So at least one statement has to be incorrect. Are you getting it? Because there is no option where both the statements are incorrect. So at least one statement has to be incorrect, and that statement will be what? Okay, that little bit knowledge you need to know. Little bit knowledge you need to know, then only you will be able to solve. So answer will be either C or D. Here this is statement correct, this is incorrect. So here the answer will be statement 1 is incorrect, statement 2 is correct, so option D. Again guys, this is my Telegram channel. I would like to tell you again, please do join my Telegram channel if you want more such videos. Okay, please do get in touch with me guys. This is my private Telegram group. Okay, you can reach out to me if you want to join my private Telegram group. Daily I'm giving you most important topics for the UPSC prelims examination 2026. Start solving these most important questions, guys. The more you solve the most important questions, the better the chance is there for you to qualify the prelims examination. Do join my private group. You will be in touch with me throughout the next 120 days, guys. Next 120 days are going to be very crucial. Start becoming very sincere with the prelims examination. Most of you are not solving questions, guys. Use these tricks, guys. You know, the main problem is most of the test series which is available, they do not apply these tricks while framing the question, because you can only apply these tricks when the question is framed in such manner. I am framing questions daily. I am framing 10 most important questions using these tricks. So guys, start solving these questions. These questions are really very useful. Again, let me just share with you another trick which is there. Let us see this question, guys. 2023 question. Statement 1 says, according to United Nations World Water Development Report 2022, India extracts more than a quarter of groundwater withdrawal each year. It says that as per recent report, some report they are quoting, India extracts one quarter of groundwater of the world. Statement 2 says what? India needs to extract more than a quarter of groundwater each year to satisfy drinking water and sanitation need of about 18% of the world population living in its territory. Okay, now what I have told you just now, what I have told you, both both of them have facts, quarter, kind of quarter here, but I have told you one thing. Okay, both the facts cannot be true. One fact has to be incorrect. Okay, so in this case, guys, as I told you, recent, whenever they will quote recent report says something like that, generally those statements are correct. Generally, I'm not saying that every time. You have to be cautious. Okay, so in this case, guys, we also have studied, guys, basically the groundwater mainly is used for agriculture irrigation, not drinking water. 70% of the water, groundwater, is used for irrigation. So this statement becomes incorrect. Okay, so just like just think while you solve some questions. Okay, just think like groundwater is used for what? What is the main cause of groundwater depletion in India? Is what? Mainly agriculture use. Okay, not the drinking water. This we have you have studied. But I'm just saying common sense also you apply. Daily we are reading cropping pattern has to be changed, this and that. And here two facts, two both statements have fact, only one statement has to be true. Okay. Next question, guys. Let us see this 75 question number. Again, 2023. Statement 1 says India's public sector healthcare system largely focuses on curative health rather than preventive, promotive, and rehabilitative care. Yes, this is the correct statement. General statement. Statement 2 says under India's decentralized approach to healthcare delivery, states primarily responsible for organizing health services. This statement is also correct, guys. Health is basically state list. But here you see this statement are not related to each other. So in this case, both are true, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. So such kind of questions are also coming where they will give both statement, general statements are there, both are true, but this is not related to this statement. Okay, just because health is in the state list doesn't mean that we will go for okay curative health or we will go for preventive health. It doesn't have any correlation. So this also logically you have to think just like many students what they do after looking at the question they are in fear state. Guys, be very calm. Just read the question. Just read the question. You will understand. Most of these questions can be easily solved. You can see here, guys, these two statements have no relation to each other. No relation to each other. And that's why statement B is the correct. Okay. So guys, again, I'm telling you, this is the 120 days plan. Please use this 120 days plan for mastering the prelims 2026. Daily, I'll be giving you important topics, important questions for the prelims examination, and there will be regular test. Use this, and you can see I have planned everything, guys. In UPSC, one more thing, the syllabus is so vast. The main reason why aspirants fail in UPSC is not because they are not working hard. It is because of their poor planning, faulty planning. There's a famous saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you want to succeed, you have a concrete plan. And guys, my own experience, I have used and I've made this 120 days plan. It's the absolute best plan, guys. Start using it. And guys, as I told you, please do like this video, share this video with your friends. And if you want more such videos, please do comment. I want more such videos. So guys, okay, as a new year gift, I'll come out with more such videos so that you enter the new year with confidence. With this, guys, I would like to take your leave. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.